Lily! How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some scary clips that are sure to give you the chills. So as always, before we dive in, remember to hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content. Just like this. The list of unexpected events that you worry might mess up the recording of your kid's recital probably includes things like someone's head blocking the camera, or maybe even a child falling off the stage. Unlike in this video, shared to Instagram by Legion Paranormal, you probably don't often worry about spirits photobombing the performance. The recording begins with a group of school-aged children dressed in their Sunday best on the stage of an auditorium singing. The song ends and the children take their bows as the audience applauds politely. Take a look at what happens. A moment before one of the boys finishes his bow, what appears to be a semi-transparent figure rises behind him. The translucent person is only visible for a second or two, before the almost definitely human boy stands back up. Some viewers think the figure resembles the boy, so it could be some kind of camera glitch. Others have suggested it's a child's ghost who just wants to be part of the performance. Perhaps some tragedy took place in this building, causing the spirit to linger. Unfortunately, the clip is all too brief and we don't get a chance to see if there's really just another child standing at the back of the group. However, the transparent nature of the child does make for a troubling conclusion. Without testimony from the child himself, it's impossible to know what really happened that day. Hey peeps, just a quick interlude to let you know today's episode's brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. Now it's awesome sponsors like these that allow us to keep making the content that you know and love. Raid Shadow Legends has taken the gaming world by storm. It's the first of its kind to bring a true console-level experience to your mobile phone. This turn-based action RPG is a ton of fun. Explore millions of champion combinations and master countless tactics as you take on raid bosses, dungeon runs, campaign battles, and online PvP arena matches. I've been playing Raid for ages now. Here's some of the champions I've been using. Ignatius. This flaming badass does a ton of damage and has wide area attacks. He comes in handy fighting the Frost Spider in the Doom Tower. Then there's Drexthar from the Demon Spawn clan. He's a great defense champion that can provoke the enemy team, soaking up tons of damage and applying a HP burn in return. I just love the way this character looks too. So what's new with Raid? As always, the devs are constantly at work updating the game. There's a bunch of new champions dropping. Look how awesome they look. So what are you waiting for? Download the game, it's absolutely free. Use my special link in the description box below or download it using this QR code here. All new players will get one free epic champion, Chinoru. You'll also get 200,000 silver, 1 XP boost, 1 energy refill, and 1 ancient shard, so you can get summoning as soon as you're in game. Just look how awesome this free champion is that they're giving away. You'll find all your free bonus goodies here in your inbox for the next 30 days. Very old cemeteries, such as the one featured in this YouTube footage from SEK Paranormal, are often settings for creepy stories. For this reason, both professional and amateur ghost hunters often visit these locations to search the shadows for ghostly activity. SEK Paranormal got in touch with us via email, claiming they had an eerie encounter in the oldest graveyard in Malmö, Sweden in June of 2021. This YouTuber regularly visits allegedly haunted locations in hopes of recording creepy footage. On this night, he visits the cemetery by the light of a full moon.
Here is beautiful and oh, what bird? and very scary at the same time.
A few minutes after he enters the cemetery, now used partially as a park, it seems as if at least one spirit doesn't want him to be wandering around the grounds. Inexplicably, the YouTuber's camera shuts off moments after he hears a strange noise.
Hade du kunnat tända eller släcka denna lampan för mig, tack? Det hade varit... I don't know if I heard something. It sounded like something moved. Tack så mycket oavsett.
Once he gets the camera working again, he attempts to communicate with the spirit by knocking on a nearby wooden door. Much to his surprise, something knocks back.
I'm just going as always.
It's subtle, but there's a strange sound following the YouTuber's knock.
Did you guys hear that? Something knocked back.
A few minutes after he walks away from the building, more strange things happen. Watch what happens when he walks by a nearby street lamp.
I caught that. You see it? Tack så jättemycket. Tack så jättemycket. Do you see it, guys? Always this lamp before the last time it... Tack så jättemycket. Om det är en ande som gör detta, hade du kunnat släcka den på 3? Det hade varit så jäkla snällt. 1, 2, 3. Tack så jättemycket. Hade du kunnat tända lampan igen? You see this, guys? Tack så jättemycket. Okay, I will.
The YouTuber believes this is an attempt at communication from a spirit, as it seems there's a strange presence nearby. Later in the video, while walking through the cemetery, something even more chilling is caught on camera. See if you can spot it.
You know, I got that knock before. I want to see if I can get that knocking one more time, because that would be awesome.
A shadowy figure peeks out from the corner of one of the buildings.
Because that would be awesome.
At first, it's so dark that it's difficult to see anything at all. However, if you slow it down and brighten the image, there's something there, watching.
Because that would be awesome.
Being the oldest cemetery in Malmo, locals have often reported eerie and strange happenings at the site. Disembodied whispers are not uncommon, and some visitors report feelings of unusual dread and anxiety while walking through the property. Perhaps there are those buried in this old graveyard that can't find peace, and according to SEK Paranormal's encounter, they're trying to make contact.
Jag kommer med full respekt och jag vill bara kommunicera med er och jag hoppas att det är okej. Om det är okej att jag är här, kan du släcka lampan då? Oh my God.
Mary Therese Pagaya, the Philippines, was probably the talk of her nursing class when she submitted a video project that seems to feature ghostly activity. In May of 2021, Mary began experiencing strange activity in her family home. While filming a series of demonstration videos for her nursing course, something bizarre happened. In the first part of the video, we see Mary going through her demonstration on camera. Watch what happens.
Consent, verify the client's identity, and provide...
Ano ito?
Sige pa din, sige na. O, tara. 1, 2, 3, go. Now that I have introduced myself to the patient... Now that I have introduced myself to the patient...
The lights in the room flicker,
And provide...
Ano ito?
and the door on a nearby cupboard seems to slam shut all on its own.
Now that I have introduced myself to the patient...
Mary later makes a follow-up video showing the whole room, demonstrating to viewers that no one would have been able to fit in the closet to make the door swing open.
So as you can see, this cabinet is full of clothes and no person can actually, oh my gosh, fit inside here.
During this video, some viewers have spotted an odd white mist and orbs floating in front of the camera.
So my brother was videotaping me, filming here. I was standing here and my brother was standing here. And the lights actually started to flicker before the cabinet opened. And actually before that, we were actually experiencing weird things.
Mary states that she's no longer sleeping in the room for fear of more strange activity, hiding out in her parents' room instead. However, she did place a camera in the room to see if anything else would happen. In the first CCTV video, the strange white mist appears again, floating in front of the camera for several seconds. Through the mist, we can see the oscillating fan in the room suddenly switch on. Other footage shows the closet door opening and closing on its own. In this final piece of CCTV footage, something truly chilling happens. Take a look. If you watch closely, you can see a hand clutch the door briefly before disappearing back inside. This is followed by orbs flying through the room, and a chair that seems to move around all on its own. We got in contact with Mary directly to find out more about this chilling encounter. She believes she knows why she's being haunted. A few weeks before filming this footage, she and her boyfriend witnessed a terrible car accident. Her boyfriend, a medic, tried to revive a badly hurt victim. Unfortunately, they didn't survive. Mary believes that the spirit of the accident victim may have attached itself to the couple and followed them home. No one sleeps in the room anymore, and Mary's grandmother blesses the space with holy water every day. So is this chilling activity linked to the horrible accident Mary and her partner witnessed? Love to hear your take on this in the comment section below. Lots of creepy things can happen in hospitals, which see more than their fair share of suffering and death. Does this video from Instagrammer Successos Inexplicables show something paranormal? The footage was recorded on a security camera in the hallway of a hospital. The hall is empty except for a stretcher covered in a starched white sheet. Everything is still until a man wearing a face mask enters the hallway to sweep up a spot on the floor. What the man doesn't notice is that behind him something quite eerie is taking place. The man appears spooked when he turns around and notices the stretcher moving. Some viewers have noticed the casual walkaway could be evidence that the video is a hoax. They think perhaps the stretcher was being moved via remote control, either by the man himself or an off-camera accomplice. However, other viewers are certain that this video shows real evidence of paranormal activity. So is this a hoax or the real deal? Watch closely again and judge for yourself. This footage from Instagrammer Rincon Salfate shows something odd caught on a home security system. Everything in the room is dark, that is, until a bright ball of white light suddenly appears on camera. The light hovers in front of the camera, making occasional slight movements. It initially appears to be a glare from some outside light source. However, an ordinary glare wouldn't move in this way. This has led many to believe that the light is a particularly intense example of a ghostly orb. Paranormal aficionados believe that orbs of light, such as this one, are evidence of spiritual energy. Experts believe that it takes a lot of energy for ghosts to interact with the physical realm. It's thought that orbs require a little less energy to manifest. Orbs are typically only spotted on camera and usually fairly faint. The brightness and size of the orb in this footage is quite unique. Orbs can appear in different colours, including clear, white, green, red, blue, and even black. So does this footage show a remarkable example of a ghostly orb, or is there some other external light source that wasn't captured on film? Love to hear your take on this in the comments section below. YouTube channel Ethereal Sisters Paranormal is a place where viewers can find fascinating paranormal videos. According to these YouTubers, this footage is the most startling spiritual encounter they've ever personally experienced. Peter, the lead investigator of the group, emailed this footage directly to us. It's an investigation of the notorious York Cemetery in Western Australia. On a previous visit to the cemetery, Peter felt a heavy dark presence charge at her, so much so that she thought it was a kangaroo leaping at her. But when she looked around, there was nothing there. It's this incident that spurred on the investigation we're about to show. During the tour of the property, they attempted to use a spirit box to communicate with any spirits that might be lingering in the area.
Does anyone know where Charles Cullen is?
Just after something talking through the spirit box seems to say wow, a strange white mist floats up in front of the camera.
I'd love to talk to you. Wow, did you hear that? Did you hear that?
The camera also captures a strange phenomenon around the edge of one of the headstones, a mysterious sparkling light that doesn't seem to have an external cause.
I saw something then.
This strange, glittering anomaly has led the Ethereal Sisters to nickname the entity Mr. Sparkles. The spirit box continues to talk. The investigators believe they hear the word run at one point. Watch what happens.
Ewan?
As you can see, a white mist blows through the tombstones, resembling a spirit running past.
Ewan?
A closer, slow-motion view shows the mist seems to sparkle as it moves in the dim light. Peter had the footage analysed by several well-known paranormal investigators, including Greg Ludwig, author of the upcoming supernatural book Night at the Haunted Museum. After analysing the footage frame by frame, the strange sparkling anomaly remains a complete mystery.
Ewan?
Though this particular cemetery doesn't have any well-known ghost stories surrounding it, the nearby Old York Hospital is another matter. It's thought to be one of the most haunted places in Australia. It isn't unlikely that some of the deceased patients from the nearby hospital found their final resting places in the York Cemetery. Who knows what strange things could be happening there after dark.
Ewan?
Before we take a look at some chilling footage caught on a home security system, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and mysterious videos. Also remember to clickety clackety thumbity button. Owning property comes with a lot of risks, including potential break-ins. When Redditor Ryman8 awoke to discover that a security alarm had been triggered at one of his properties, he was expecting the worst. After the camera was triggered by the motion sensor, the homeowner wasted no time heading over to the property to see what was going on. They inspected the entire house, but nothing seemed to be stolen or out of place. He decided to check the security footage to see what was going on. What he spotted was somewhat unsettling. Take a look. At first, it looks like someone is creeping through the house. However, they seem to have an eerie, translucent quality. The figure moves through the room before completely disappearing. Many who have viewed the video claim that it's some of the best ghost footage they've ever seen, and struggle to come up with another explanation. They've also pointed out that spirits typically feed off the energy of those around them. The fact that this spirit was able to manifest so clearly, even setting off the motion detector with no one else around, suggests that it's quite a powerful spirit. It seems that this homeowner might want to think about putting this place up for sale sometime soon, especially if the spirit makes a second appearance on the cameras. Now, if you want some more freaky paranormal mysteries, then check out that link on the top there. Otherwise, we have a massive scary playlist right there that'll keep you entertained for hours and hours. Let us know in the comments section below which one of these clips you thought was the weirdest or scariest. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.